You all read it yourself. In this way, the symbol that you have just perceived, the idea that you call in your language the dog, in this way is the symbol in your society of that which performs service. And this is the idea, the representation of what you call the serious energy that is represented by consciousness this evening your time, the idea of service itself, service within the society you have created yourself to be, service within the idea of recognizing yourself as an aspect of the unconditional, loving, infinite of all that is in this way. The idea of serious energy is that which represents in its triad, which is represented by the idea of your planet Earth, the idea of the civilization you call Ethicity, the idea of the civilization you call the serious civilization, which is represented by the consciousness in each time. The idea is that it is a threefold, trinary idea, you call it triad, each representing a different portion of a consciousness, a whole, total, oversoul idea, which can be represented as the idea of your Earth, filling in the idea of the physiological, the idea of Ethicity, filling in the idea of the mental, and the idea of serious, filling in the idea of the spiritual connotations of the idea of the oversoul that we represent together as a trinary formation in this way. Recognize the timing and the synchronicity of the idea of the hearing of the service of the symbol in this way in your society, the dog. For in this way, recognize that is why you have intuitively called the idea you call Sirius the star, the dog star in this way. In this sense, recognize it is a symbol of service in your society, and in this way, the idea of your willingness, your conviction, your action, your placing of your own hands, the placing of your own physicality upon the world around you, upon the world before you, that which you have created to see in your sight, that which you have created to see before you lay on the table, the spread of the natural table before you, that which you have to draw from, that which sustains you. In this way, all upon that table is what sustains you in your life. And in this way, as you draw from that idea, and knowing that you are nourished with every step you take upon the earth in this way, nourishes you yet again to perform more and more service and increase the accelerated idea of the transformational age in which you have now co-created to exist with everyone else upon your planet in this way. Are we being of assistance to you in this manner? Yes. The idea of the accepting of the willingness of having within yourself the placement of service in your society will only increase the bountiful riches that you experience within yourself to be. The idea of serious energy is one of fluid motion, the idea of what you might call spontaneous choreography, the idea of allowing yourself to know there are many levels of communication taking place between you and every other being within your society at all times, on all levels. Every level you can conceive yourself to exist upon. And in this way, allowing yourself more to be in touch as you are connected to the earth with all the other levels, knowing you are firmly anchored, firmly grounded, and in this way, reaping of the benefit of the earth's vibration as it shoots up within you and solidifies you so that you are a beacon that receives and is sensitized to all the other levels, knowing that because you draw your strength from the earth itself, from the plane in which you exist, none of these other levels that you are in touch with will ever overwhelm you. They will all manifest within you in the way that is appropriate to be manifested through you in your service, because as a beacon and an extension of the planet Earth in which you live in this way, you are then chosen and are expressing the idea of your choice to be of service in this way, and therefore you can simply know, trust, and take it for granted that you are connected to the infinite in this way, and anything that comes through you in this manner that you deem to be what excites you in the form of service as you perform it will always be put forth in unconditional love, in a loving way, and have a great and powerful impact and an effect upon your planet. Do you follow along? Yes. Is this being of service to you?
Yes, it is.
Is there anything else you wish to explore specifically within yourself?
Yes.
Indeed.
Been doing it for over 4 years, running that service from bringing the serious energy in.
Hey! How have you been forming the idea of service in your planetary sphere? Do you perceive?
How do I perceive it?
How do you perform the idea of service in your planetary sphere?
By bringing the energies in and distributing it on the planet to different areas.
In what manner?
Through meditation.
Involving other individuals or yourself?
With individuals. As a group.
Recognize, therefore, the idea is that you are forming stabilization points around your planet in this way, acting as the idea of an energy vortex, acting as your own energy vortex, that is an alignment gate with all different levels of consciousness in this way. As you plant yourself at various positions around your planet, you then allow there to be the keying of the energization of that point in this way, an alignment of those forces, an alignment of the electromagnetic field of your world, so that therefore from that point forward it is as if you are planting flowers in the garden of your planet, and every time another individual will find themselves coming upon that location in which you have existed, in which you have aligned yourself in that way, they will come upon the fragrance of that flower you have planted and see it in full bloom We thank you for your service in this way.